Why did Tom Ellis make Lauren German cry during rehearsals?
And I was in my trailer just,
How did DB influence the casting for the role of God?
Father, you're here.
And what upcoming episode is, so far, called the most complicated to film, but the best of all time?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Let's find out.
Hello to you, take one.
Celestial beings also get sick. Mostly thanks to Aimee's Instagram stories, we had a chance to take a look behind the scenes of Lucifer in terms of the pandemic. Obviously, it made things much more complicated, and no one was super happy about the new working conditions.
DB, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, really safe. Love these masks. It's great. Easy to work with, can't you tell?
Okay, so here's our van, and we are only allowed to sit where there is no trash bags. So basically 2 seats.
Even though it's been a tough time for everyone, the guys still try to stay positive and have fun.
Here we go. What's going on, guys? What's going on?
It's Thanksgiving, it's the last day of work.
Yeah?
It's Thanksgiving, it's the last day of work.
The whole cast tried to support the crew and each other in these uncertain times, and we're always coming up with some hilarious ideas behind the scenes. They even filmed and posted a mocking funny video of them rehearsing combat scenes while social distancing. However, it turns out that the combat scenes were not the most complicated ones in terms of COVID. Some scenes required massive rehearsals with a lot of people. The greatest episode of all time? After the previous 5 seasons, nobody has any doubts that, even though Lucifer is the devil, he certainly sings like a god. And of course, every true Lucifer fan knows that Tom Ellis' drunken karaoke incident was the reason why the showrunners decided to add singing into the show.
I had a few drinks, I got on there, and my showrunners were there, and they didn't know that I could sing. So they were sort of like quite happy at the prospect of writing that into the show afterwards.
However, we couldn't be happier that, due to that coincidence, we now get to see not only occasional songs throughout the show, but also whole musical episodes. And as the creators already spilled the beans, we know for sure that one awaits us in the following season. A while ago, the creators dropped the first glimpse of Season 5B with an exclusive clip of Another One Bites the Dust. And it looks absolutely stunning.
Another one bites the dust, and another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust.
Talking to Entertainment Weekly, Lucifer's producer Ildi Modrovic commented on creating the musical episode. We wanted to have a real grounded story reason why they're singing and dancing, and not just, oh, this is going to be the one where everybody sings and dances. Did you hear that? Everybody's gonna sing and dance. And while those things are pretty common and easy to do for Tom Ellis,
I feel like I've won a competition.
Yeah? A singing and dancing competition?
Yeah. I was like, please, can I one day sing and dance in something that's really great? I'm having a time of my life.
Yeah?
I cannot wait for people to see this episode.
this episode did not come easy for other cast members.
How has the dancing and the singing been for you?
Great.
Yeah?
Moving on.
Lauren German admitted that she was absolutely terrified of singing and is mostly going to lip sync throughout the musical episode. She also described dancing and rehearsals as challenging. Still, we all know her scenes will be nothing short of perfect, as Detective Decker wouldn't allow anything less than, no matter what.
It's been totally hard for me. It's really, really hard.
This one's an amazing done.
Aimee Garcia was another cast member who struggled with getting the steps right and felt pretty nervous about her performance when there were so many professional dancers on set. However, in her usual Ella character style, she chose to have fun and let her inner pop star out.
It's like the closest I'm gonna have to a Beyonce moment. So I wanna make sure to get those steps ingrained so that I don't even have to think about it and I could, like, you know, give the camera a little sass and a little Ariana Grande hair whip.
However, setting aside all the fun, the actors admitted that it is one of the biggest and most anticipated episodes of all time on Lucifer. It's going to include lots of great songs that are going to show a new side of each character, kind of touching their bare souls. Some of the songs are going to be extremely heartwarming and deep, like one of Lucifer's solos, which Lauren described as Tom's best performance so far.
He played it for me yesterday or the day before, and I was in my trailer just, you know, crying at how beautiful the recording is.
Talking about the process of picking songs for the show, Tom Ellis opened up about how they managed to insert all the songs they wanted, occasionally changing the original lyrics. However, he refused to comment on what songs and changes fans should anticipate.
Lyric changes.
Occasionally.
Like what?
Oh, I can't. No. You're. No.
Out of the "you always gotta expect the unexpected" moments, we'll get to see Trixie's heartbreaking singing. Also, the actors gave a hint to the possibility of God singing in that episode. So I think that's where we're finally going to find out whether or not Lucifer inherited his talent from Daddy. Daddy's home! You have to remember the epic and long-awaited moment when God first appeared unexpectedly.
Dad.
Children, you know I hate it when you fight.
Must admit, it was a pretty epic way to show up. And we assume Dennis Haysbert is here to stay, since God is expected to be sticking with Lucifer for a while. The production team actually never expected Haysbert to join the cast, but DB insisted they cast him. As the show's producer Joe Henderson recalled, DB had actually come up to us and said, "Have you thought about Dennis?" We were like, "Do you think he'd actually do it?" And he's like, "Well, I've already talked to him and sort of brought it up." Initially, the showrunners had a big, crazy list of possible actors for the part, but Dennis was still the director's top choice. So they just went straight to him and indeed got lucky, since the first offer they made became the only one they needed. Dennis taking on the part inspired the main cast, and they shared how incredible it was to work with this amazing actor. Most of them shared behind-the-scenes pictures and videos with him, followed by kind words of admiration and appreciation. Leslie Ann Brandt shared a picture on her Twitter saying, "God is gorgeous. At Dennis Haysbert, so good having you with us this season. Indeed, we guess such an incredible new member shook up the main cast a bit and added extra spice to the show and the offset life for the team. However, Dennis is not the only newcomer in the upcoming seasons. More of Lucifer! First of all, you heard me right. There is more of Lucifer coming pretty soon. Season 6 is set to be the final season of the beloved series. Also, there are even more exciting new cast members joining the show for seasons 5 and 6. Scott Porter, mainly known for his role in Friday Night Lights, but who was also featured in Speed Racer and Netflix's Ginny and Georgia, confirmed he'll be appearing in both seasons, alongside with Mandy June Turpin, Catherine Dent, Chris Coy, Rob Zabrecki, and others. In late September 2020, several cast and crew members posted to confirm that Season 6 had officially started production, and they were posting some BTS shots until they finally wrapped the show in late March this year. So, as the production team has now concluded filming, it means that pretty soon we'll unfortunately say goodbye to the earthly adventures of our favorite devil. For now, we still have to wait on Season 5B's release, and later all eyes will be on Season 6. So, story-wise, we'll have to see the upcoming episodes first to make any further predictions. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this, go watch our other Lucifer videos too. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay awesome!